You got some stuff you want to talk about, eh?
Yeah, just as I said, it was a big week for WWE, especially Edge. He was wrestling what might be his last match in WWE, and he got to do it the way he wanted to in his hometown of Toronto, Canada. It was a great match against Sheamus. All those who saw it know the history between Edge and Sheamus. Now that Sheamus was one that helped him come back after his neck injury.
Yep.
And also, had it not been for a conversation that Sheamus had with Edge, Sheamus may have never pursued his dream of coming to the WWE. He might have given up on it. But again, watch the show, and that all explains it all. But I just wanted to talk a bit about Edge, because he is definitely going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. There's no doubt about that. He's had a great career with WWE, 25 years. There was that neck injury that cost him a bit of time, but he came back from it when many others wouldn't. And like when we first met Edge, he was part of the Brood with Gangrel and, of course, Christian, his brother from another mother. And that was like, back in the Attitude Era days, they were the Vampires. That was such a cool entry when they used to come up with the fire off the platform. And then, of course, he had that run as the Rated R Superstar. Even before that, actually, he had the run with Edge and Christian where, they did the famous "for the benefit of those with flash photography," which is, so fucking cool. And then, of course, came that run with Lita as the Rated R Superstar, where art really did imitate life in that sense. And he cut one of the most killer promos, and probably one of the most work/shoot promos in wrestling history, with Matt Hardy. And all I can say is lucky they were in separate rooms, because, mate, the shit would have hit the fan if they were in the same room, and like all the storylines would have gone out the window, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like that gimmick with the Rated R Superstar. I mean, him and Lita did a lot of things that would be frowned upon now. You wouldn't even see that in any television, let alone WWE. But mate, it worked at the time, and I loved it at the time. And then, of course, he came back after the injury with at the Royal Rumble, which I believe was also in Toronto. One of the biggest pops you will ever fucking hear.
That's great.
It was crazy. Like when you think you know me, and next boom, the whole place just fucking exploded. It was beautiful to watch. And then he's come back. He had a bit of a run. He had a bit of a run as a heel. Created the Judgment Day, which is now possibly the most powerful faction after the Bloodline in WWE. And he finished it off with a great match against Sheamus. So my question to you two is, what's your favorite Edge?
What's your favorite Edge? Ooh.
Is it Edge and Christian? Is it Rated R Superstar? Is it the Edge that's come back now? My favorite Edge, and I thought about it a lot, and initially I was going to say the Rated R Superstar, but my favorite Edge is Edge now, the Edge after coming back, the Edge that runs out in like metal shirts. And like, for those that don't know me, I'm a metal guy. Like, I've been a metal guy all my life. I would die a metal guy. And for Edge to run out in like heavy metal shirts and like nice sneakers, that's just fucking gold. But apart from that, he's Edge the family man. He's Edge that he was a heel. He created the Judgment Day, and now he's did the face turn when they turned on him. And he's just like, physically, he's in great shape. Mentally, he's in great shape. He looks like he's in a positive place in his life. And I just really like the work that he did now, the most out of all his career. I don't know what you guys think.
Wow, man, that's cuts deep, huh? Look, my favorite Edge is the Edge with Edge and Christian. Some of those matches that they had with the Dudleys and the Hardys were unheard of before. The tables, ladders, chairs, famous tables, ladders, chairs 1, tables, ladders, chairs 2, and continued with that sort of shtick for a while with Christian, right? And those were some of the most incredible things that I had seen as a fan. Just how they put their bodies on the line. I remember Edge's spear on Jeff Hardy when Jeff Hardy was just about to get the belt. Yeah, it was just amazing. So that's my favorite Edge. I didn't really like the Rated R Superstar stuff because I was a Hardy's fan, so I was kind of cut about what happened with Lita. I thought Matt Hardy and Lita made a good couple, but hey, life, imitates art like you said, in that instance. But no, yeah, the Christian stuff is amazing, and it's kind of funny that you hear the rumors all this week. We've been kind of hearing rumors that potentially Edge might make an appearance at All In now that he's done with WWE. He's still got the connection with of course Christian, best friends for life. Who knows, right? It'll be interesting to see what happens at All In. I'm not holding my breath to see that happen because I know Edge is going to be a WWE guy for all his life. So yeah, see what happens. Sad that the match was on a SmackDown. Good that it was in Toronto. Would have loved to have seen him go out, on a bigger stage like WrestleMania.
Well, he had the Hell in the Cell, but that went a bit haywire with Finn Balor getting that injury. But yeah, I don't disagree with you.
Yeah. Look, for me, I think I gotta agree with I'm gonna go with Renzo. I think they made history in tag team matches. I don't think we've seen greater rivalry in between three different tag team groups like we did when we saw the Hardy Boys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian. I think that just created history. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Like I said, the famous ladder matches for the tag team titles. And I think the Dudleys say when they got inducted in the Hall of Fame, if it wasn't for the Hardys and Edge and Christian, it wouldn't be the Dudleys, and vice versa. I think it's just, if it wasn't for that, there wouldn't be the Hardys. They created history. It was such an amazing moment there. The R-rated superstar, it was fun, but it was a bit too much in terms of like what was doing, stuff. The Edges now is an Edge that combined all the edges together because he went through everything. But I think the most amazing moment we had was when he came back at the Royal Rumble. There was, I think his face said everything. I think his moment when he had to hold the tears back. I think that was the crazy. Like he almost cried running to Royal Rumble. He put himself together. He did his hand sign and then ran into but that was just fucking crazy. But for me, I think I'm gonna say Christian Edge. I think that was pretty fun. Just the promos were pretty fun when they used to tease the Hardys, the Dudleys, make fun of people. They were like comics and really good tag team. So I think that was pretty fun. I think for me that I gotta say that's for me the best Edge.
Yeah, no, good answer, both of them. And yeah, like I said, like I like all of Edge's characters and angles that he's done. I'm a huge Edge guy. I really am. But yeah, it's like I'm sure we'll see him in the future. Look, I don't see WWE letting him go, but AEW's got a lot of money. Tony Khan's got a lot of money. So